This video is a review for King of Tokyo, one of my favorite family and classroom games that revolves around the city of Tokyo and its unfortunate relationship with very large monsters. King of Tokyo encourages literacy, critical thinking, working memory, some simple mathematics, and like most games, definitely strengthens EQ competencies such as self-regulation and social skills. Let's dive into King of Tokyo. Hi! How is it going, everybody? PJ here from the Awareness Module, where we are bridging the gaps between life and education. On this channel, we do tips and tricks and strategies, as well as resource reviews, such as games, that allow you to educate young minds so that they can reach their maximum potential, not just in the classroom, but also in their lives. If that sounds appealing to you, I would definitely take a moment and hit that subscribe button so you can join this fantastic community. Okay, let's get into an unboxing of King of Tokyo just to start off and to do something fun here. The game's designed by Richard Garfield, and I believe it's produced by, I think you pronounce it, Yhatzee Games. It's won a ton of awards. The Seal of Excellence from the Dice Tower, Best Family Game 2011 from the Dice Tower, Golden Geek Award, Major Fun Award, as well as this other award here, which I think is really important, but I can't quite read the font on it, so I'm not 100% sure what it is, but looks important. Anyway, plays up to 2 to 6 players. 8+ is the age range they suggest, and they say it takes about 30 minutes. Now, I usually play this with kids that are a little bit younger, and the games sometimes go over 30 minutes, depends on how epic the battle is. But there you go, quick highlights there of King of Tokyo. Let's dive into the game and see what we got. All right, one of the first things you're going to see is the game board. What I love about this game is how simple this game board is. So easy to set up. Now, on this review, I'm not going to talk too much about Tokyo Bay. You can check that out in the rules of the game, but this is generally for 5 to 6 players. So there's a great game board with the destruction of Paris in the background, I guess. Although it's King of Tokyo, but it's got an Eiffel Tower. Maybe I'm missing something. Is there something I don't know about Tokyo? Must be. Anyway, there's the game board. All right, let's get into, let's start actually with these. These are a little bit more exciting. Let's start with the power-up cards. These cards will allow your monsters to gain abilities and powers, and there's so many to choose from, which really makes the gameplay of this game go on and on and on. You can play this a million times and we'll probably get very different results because there's so many different power-up cards to choose from. There are 6 black dice that you're going to be using primarily most of the time. And they're really well designed. Nice and sturdy, not like flimsy or light. They got a nice heaviness to them. And they're actually engraved. It's not just a little sticker you put on the side. So these dice are actually really, really well done, which is great. Comes with the 2 extra dice too as well, which coincide to some of the power-up cards in the game. Where do we go next? Let's talk a little bit about the monsters. The Kraken, the monster from the sea. These cards are also very well designed with these little wheels in it to help you keep track of some of your points and your health on it. So there's the Kraken, there's Cyber Bunny, which is my favorite, Gigazor, very similar to a very famous monster that terrorizes Tokyo, but we're not going to mention its name because we don't want to get sued. And various other different monsters, like I say, plays up to 6, so there's 6 monsters in total. There's actually some expansions for this game too as well, which allows you to get some interesting new monsters too. So also comes with these really great, nice big meeples with simple stands. You know, like I said, really quick, simple, easy design. Pretty hard to lose some of these pieces because they're so big. That being said, here's some pieces that are very easy to lose, but you know, it's a quick dollar store purchase to get new ones. Not a big deal. These are the energy cubes. Energy. I love energy. Anyway, the energy cubes allow you to buy your power-ups, but I'll explain that more to you as we go through the game. And the last thing I'm going to talk about, and you know, you don't use these things very, very much, but they also coincide to the power-ups. There's different sort of chips that come with markers, if you will, that allow you to mark if a monster is poisoned or if you've shrunken it, and so on and so forth. So it also comes with some of these little chips here to help you keep track of what's going on in the game. So that is the unboxing of King of Tokyo. Let's get into the review and let me show you how to play. There are a lot of reviews of King of Tokyo here on YouTube, but this video will be looking at the game through an educational lens. The point of King of Tokyo is to either be the last monster standing or to be the first monster to reach 20 stars. Players will battle for control over Tokyo City as they gain strength for their monsters by purchasing power-ups. The gameplay is very simple, and the main mechanic is similar to the classic game of Yhatzee, meaning that there are dice, which I will now explain to you. The claw allows you to attack other players. If you're inside Tokyo, you would attack all of the monsters outside of Tokyo. If you're outside of Tokyo, you would always attack the monster that's inside Tokyo. Each claw represents 1 point of damage unless a power-up card states otherwise, and players keep track of that damage using their player cards. If you are inside Tokyo and you are hit by a claw, you can choose to leave Tokyo. If you leave Tokyo, the monster that just hit you would then be forced to enter Tokyo. You get a star every time you enter Tokyo, and if you can stay in Tokyo until it's your turn again, you get 2 stars. Hearts allow you to heal your monsters. However, if you are inside Tokyo City, you cannot use hearts. You must be outside of Tokyo City in order to use a heart. Hearts allow you to gain 1 point of health unless a power-up card states otherwise. Numbers! 3 of a kind of a specific number will allow you to accumulate that many points. Now, you must have 3 of a kind in order to get the points. 3 2s would give you 2 points, 3 1s would give you 1 point, and 3 3s, you guessed it, would give you 3 points. Each player keeps track of their points using their player cards. Energy allows you to accumulate energy cubes, which you can use to purchase power-ups to strengthen your monster. Each lightning bolt you roll is equivalent to 1 energy cube unless you've got it, a power-up states otherwise. In order to gain power-ups, players must choose between one of the 3 power-up cards played face up on the table. They look at the number in the top left-hand corner. This number indicates how many energy cubes it costs to purchase that power-up. There is a wide range of power-ups to choose from in this game. Some power-ups will allow you to increase your points or your energy cubes. Other power-ups may give you better attack or defense capabilities, and other power-ups might give you special abilities such as rolling an extra dice. Once a power-up is purchased, another power-up will be drawn from the top of the deck and placed in that empty space. What I love about King of Tokyo is how simple it is to explain as well as how simple it is to set up. The game board goes in the center of the table, each player picks a monster and the equivalent monster card. They put their health at 10 or their hearts at 10 and stars at 0. Power-up cards, there's 3 of them that are placed near the game board and the rest of the deck is close at hand. On each player's turn, they will roll all 6 black dice and try and get the best combination they can within 3 rolls. Very similar to the classic game of Yahtzee. They can keep the dice that they do want and re-roll any dice that they don't want, again with a maximum of 3 rolls unless a card states otherwise. Once they're done rolling, players will settle any damage, hearts, energy cubes, or points, and then have the opportunity to pick one of the power-up cards if they'd like before passing the dice to the next player. Educationally speaking, there's a lot going on for King of Tokyo 2 as well. The main one I would say is literacy. All of these power-up cards have quite a few words on them, and players are going to need to know how to read those cards. Not only read them, but more importantly, understand them. If they can't understand the cards, it's very hard to play this game. So this game can definitely strengthen some literacy. I would also say there's some basic mathematics in here too, as well as players try and add and subtract and keep track of their points as well as their monster's health. There's also critical thinking happening. Players, when they're inside Tokyo, really have to try and think about their strategy and how long they want to stay there. They might get greedy and want to stay so they can accumulate more stars, but if they do that, they'll probably lose the game. So there's some risk-taking going on that they need to navigate through. There's also a little bit of life skills in here. Energy cubes are basically like money, and the power-up cards are basically the market. So kids are going to have to be able to navigate and think about, do I save money here, or do I just blow it on the cheap powers, or do I save up for the powers that are a little stronger? Social dynamics are also a major part of this game because of its competitive nature. I often have conversations about when it's appropriate to team up on another player, when is that fun, when is that just being mean, and there's a lot of social dynamics around competition that are really, really great to talk about in this game. game, and it provides some context to have those discussions. King of Tokyo is a must-have for every single household and classroom. Because of the quick setup, the minimal pieces, and the fast-paced action, it is no wonder that this game has won so many awards. Educationally speaking, there's also a lot going on here too as well. If you're interested in the game, it can be found in the description below. There's a link for it there. Before you go, here's a quick question. What is another Yahtzee style game that you've played that has provided you with a lot of enjoyment? Make sure to leave it in the comments below. I look forward to hearing from you and checking out some of your suggestions. If you're looking for more educational games that provide a lot of great opportunities for kids, check out some of these links over here. I'm sure you'll find something that you like. Make sure to subscribe. My name's PJ from the Awareness Module. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time.